Hello. We're going to Amaurot now. This one's kind of a sad one.
Welcome to the final days of Amaurot.
As you can see, everything is burning. Watch out for AoEs, like, literally everywhere, okay? This is a simulation that can legit
The fabric of our
kill you.
star began to fray, and the unchecked energies of creation began to become more priests.
I'm pulling this set to the end here to try to see if I can go any further, but you can't go any further here, so I'm not keeping track of them. As you can see, some of the NPCs are not dodging the AoEs outside, so gotta watch for that. Unless they got hit with like a thing. Yeah, no, they were standing in the thing. Okay, legit, that's how they got hit with it. So you gotta watch out for these little. Are they comets when they land? Meteorites? These little AoEs on the ground everywhere. Okay. Like most of the Shadowbringers dungeons, the pacing of the ads is kind of like all over. Like sometimes it's really slow and sometimes it's really big in terms of like how the ads pop out. So this first one, that's it, you know, you just get one pack, but then I run over here because I'm like, is that it? Like, why isn't something like making a bridge? And then I turn around and eventually I turn around and then I see this group of ads pop up. Okay, so I guess they didn't really intend for me to run all the way over here. They probably expected you to take care of the pack all the way in the front out over there, but because these ads don't pop up until after the other ads, it kind of makes it complicating. Okay, but something unique about this is that we're gonna get an ad that tethers to somebody, and you can't rip aggro off of them. By aggro, I mean like enmity. Okay, so and then we got this thing, this horse here, doing a line AoE. So watch out for the line AoE. I got hit with it. But like specifically this, because it won't go to me, everyone kind of needs to target this ad because it's on somebody else. And it is going to do damage to them. Or follow them. Let's see, is it on Alphanaut or Alice? I'm not sure. Also, watch out for this AoE. Oh, it's on Alice. It's on Alice, okay. So she's gonna be continuously taking damage and like get whatever stuff as long as the ad is still alive and on her. And I can't take that ad off. It will just go to a random person. So you're gonna have to keep track of that. If you're playing with real random people, or if you're playing with the NPCs, it's the same thing. Like, you want to target the ad that is tethered to someone else, if you're the tank. Well, actually everybody, so then that person doesn't die. Okay, anyway, next set. Okay, once we took care of that, then the bridge goes across. Except it looks like a perfect match. I thought, like, you know, I thought it was a building that fell. Like, how is it such a perfect... Oh, is that the building? Anyway. Okay, again, watch out for the AoEs like literally everywhere. And then I'm gonna grab this next set. Gonna hit them twice. And like before, I'm gonna look at my mini-map and make sure that everybody's following me. The ads and also the NPCs. While watching out for all these AoEs, okay? Whenever I turn a corner, I'm always trying to make sure that everyone's still with me. Okay, so here we got a tether, alright? And it's coming from this purple thing over here. So I'm gonna grab everything and I'm gonna turn around and figure out who's tethering. Okay, it's somewhere back there. So I kind of move a little bit, hoping that they'll come up, but they clearly don't. And so I'm gonna make our way back. Okay, see, Alphinaud's kind of trying to come over here, but this thing is tethered to him. And so he's taken damage, and see, here it's tethered on Alphinaud instead of me. Even though on my enemy list it's all red, it's on him up here. So I'm going to target this ad. Also watch out for all the AoEs. And try to just destroy it as quickly as possible. This is not the most ideal location to like dodge all these AoEs and all the random AoEs. Like it'd be better to park it over there. So if you're playing with real players, hopefully they run all the way over there with the tank. But again, with the NPCs, it's kind of difficult to move them around because they just stay wherever they can see an enemy. So this is just what we gotta deal with here. But like I said, I'm targeting the one that's doing the tether, and I'm still using my AoE attacks, but because of the way it works, the one that I'm targeting will get like the first hit that's a little bit stronger. Okay, so at this point, because we were already here, I kind of just stay here, but yeah. It's a little difficult with this incline too. Just the little things. It's not horrible, but it makes it a little harder to deal with sometimes, especially if it's a steeper incline with just the AI movement and things like that. None of this might make sense. I'm just rambling. We're just taking care of ads right now. You know, I could talk about literally anything. I've got a chocobo on my desk. It's a clock. And it's got a little chocobo on top of the chocobo. Okay, moving on. Okay, first boss. The first beast. Man, it's a gnarly design. It looks so evil. Okay, get out of this. It looks like you can get poisoned from that. Maybe. It looks poisonous. Meteor rain. Okay, so we got people with these little markers on them, and they've got these really big circle AoEs. So take them to the corners. Okay. The falling sky. Okay, so those things they dropped plant the proximity markers, and so then we want to run to the center, which is where they will intersect, but it's the furthest away from all of them. But then also we've got those that dark orange thing. Oh, let's see that again. So if you get the marker, you spread it to like a corner, alright? And then run to the center or away from them. But then we also got these orange things, and so that means something's gonna fall there. Okay. A few things fell, okay? The 3 people who had the proximity markers dropped like the proximity marker, but then where that falls are these like rocks, and then the darker orange AoE things are gonna be like explosions. Okay, so see this and over here, and like back here. These rocks are gonna fall, and then these orange ones are gonna just be straight up explosions. So we get out of the damage from the proximity markers. Okay, and as you can see, these rocks are here. Okay, and then so the proximity markers that go off, it's the cosmic kiss. Let me see, there's 3 of them, and by standing here we took damage from all 3, but it's not as much as if we were standing really close to one of them. Okay, immediately after there's these 2 bigger explosions. Okay, so you don't want to get hit with those. Now the boss is gonna move and use this final sky. That sounds ominous, so we're gonna hide behind a rock so we don't get hit with whatever blast. Okay, the dinosaurs, you guys. Okay, it comes down and it does a really big amount of damage. The buildings are beginning to fall. Okay, but because we were underneath behind the rock, we don't take damage from that. But the rocks explode. Okay, and now immediately we got this really big AoE. So you gotta stand off to the side. If you're running with NPCs, just follow the NPCs. Yeah, so it's huge, and it starts off from the side where the big thingy fell. So you know what that's up. And then the boss comes with the tank. Immediately after though is the tank buster cleave, so you kind of want to get out of the way real quick. That's the poison one. Oh, earthquake. Okay, get out of that. Okay, the poison cleave again. I'm trying to reposition the boss. Meteor rain. Okay, so we got AoEs in the corner, but then also people have the little tether things again, and so they're gonna spread that apart. Okay, AoEs are moving. They're gonna rain meteors, it seems. Yeah, so gotta get out of the way. Alice didn't, but they're kind of, it looks like they're just moving around the stage along the edge. Okay, and so the NPCs, the players with the marks, are gonna drop their AoEs like they did in the beginning, and then we're gonna move to the center, and we're gonna move to the center to not get hit with too many of the proximity things. We're gonna avoid the comet rains that are going across the edge of the stage, and also avoid the big things that drop from the dark orange thing, like the beginning. Alright? Ooh, careful. This does look like it's getting close, but it's fine, you got space. Now everybody has these AoEs on them. They're smaller AoEs, but we still need to spread out a bit. So I kind of just wait for the explosions to go off, and then I move out. I know this looks like a lot, but yeah. So we got these rocks here, right? Over here. You still gotta watch out for the meteor rain stuff that's moving around. So try to dodge them. Okay, now the final sky again. Alright. We're gonna have to hide behind a rock. Yes, there are AoEs going around, but you do have some time for the cast to go off. So you can wait and then go hide behind there if you want. So meteors are going off, the really big thingy falls down, and the buildings are beginning to collapse. Okay. We got the really big stage AoE again, so we're gonna move off to the side. I'm gonna park it here to see what happens, how much damage you get if you stand in it. I clearly just died. Let's see them one more time. Let's see how much damage it was, because Tower fall. 29. Okay. And how much health did I have before that? That's wild. Look, I've got like 30k. But maybe I took an auto. Yeah, ooh, look at this. But then I took an auto right after, maybe. Oh yeah, so I went down to 271, and then I probably took an auto right after that. Or I just immediately die. Oh yeah, no, here we go. I took an auto right after that. So anybody else that gets hit with it will immediately die, it looks like. And with tanks, it looks like you can survive the hit if you're full up on health and don't get hit with too many autos after that. So yeah, you can basically die there. And I think originally I thought, oh, is it an immediate wipe? But after breaking it down like that, it looks like I took an auto. I took some autos as I was moving around, and then I got hit with the high damage, and because I took an auto immediately after that, I just died. So it's salvageable if you are the tank and your healer can heal you immediately or has a regen on you and stuff like that, but you basically want to dodge it. Okay, alright, I'm gonna skip forward. We're basically just running through. Okay, let's see. We're starting the fight again. Okay. Okay, so turn the boss around. Okay. Venomous Breath, dodge the Poison Cleave. Meteor Rain. Okay, we got the AoEs that are spreading out. Drop them off to the sides. Wait for it to show, and then you run into the center. Okay. Oh, it looks this time the big darker orange ones are just in different spots now. So, okay. So just make sure you're not in the way of that. And then the final sky, we're gonna hide behind a rock so we don't get the damage from it. Okay, and immediately after we're gonna get that stage thing, okay? So it's always going to be wherever the rock thing drops, the opposite side is going to be your safe spot. Also immediately after it's going to be the tank cleave. So dodge that. And now that I've had to do this again, I decide not to even reposition. Okay, but Earthquake, make sure you're out of that. Like, make sure you have some space to get out. It's a circle AoE though, so you might have the corners. Okay, dodge this. Meteor Rain. Okay, we got the people with the things, and then these random AoEs dropping everywhere, and they're going to be moving continuously. So you drop your circles outside near the edge, and just dodge all the AoEs coming out from the rain thing. Go to the center to dodge the proximity markers. Don't stand in the dark orange. And then with this one, we gotta spread apart while also dodging the meteor rains that are coming out from here. Alright. Looks like there was one right in the center too. Okay. Now we got the rocks. And we still have these things dropping everywhere, so we gotta avoid things, but then eventually hide behind a rock. So I'm eyeballing this rock over here, waiting for the meteors to go off, and then I'm gonna run behind the rock to hide. The final sky is going off now, and watch out for these things dropping. Wait for this to drop, okay? So we don't take damage because we're behind a rock. The rock explodes. Then we're gonna go to the opposite side of where this thingy drops because everything else is gonna be the AoE that's gonna fall, right? So you don't want to stand in this. And I'm turning the boss because I know that we're gonna get that tank cleave next, so then nobody else has to dodge it. Then move back. No, they run over there anyway, but yeah. Okay. Those are the main mechanic. Okay, well then Earthquake, dodge that. And then we're probably gonna get more of those tank poison cleaves. But, okay, yeah. The biggest thing to deal with in this is definitely hiding behind the rocks and not getting hit with all those random comet things. And not standing in that really huge stage thing, because you can legit just die. See, everybody here has got 20,000. They're all the same. 20,663. They're all the same. They would have died because the damage was like 29k, you know what I'm saying? Okay, next set of ads. I'm grabbing these and I was using the last of my bursts because it was going to time out. Okay, and then I grab these. I noticed this thing is tethered to somebody, and so I'm gonna grab all of them and then turn back and figure out who it's tethered to. Alphanaut again? Okay. Okay. What did I say about inclines? It's very difficult to deal with, okay? So, but we're going here to this incline, and we got all these AoEs dropping from the ads and also just from the stage itself. So it's very hard to maneuver sometimes, okay? And Alphanaut's going up here. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. What is this? Okay, we got a circle AoE, but we also got this situation. So it's like, is that a double or is it just lots of weird clipping? Okay, it's clearly not like, you know, normal stuff. Looks like it's doing a circle like this. And then also like this. It's like, guys, don't stand on the inclines. Okay, looks like that was multiple. Okay, and then see here, like how can you really dodge? Now we got all these circle things. This is why you don't want to back it up in a corner when you got circle AoEs all over the place. You know what I'm saying? See, I'll swipe. Like that's really bad place to stand. In a corner on an incline. Like, it's very difficult to dodge. So if you're tanking, try not to put yourself there. If you're going with random people, just hold your ground in an open space and have people run to you. If you're going with the NPCs, destroy whatever fast enough. Okay, even though this is all very sad, it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool seeing this from the distance. It's huge. It's huge and just destroying stuff. Yeah, this time I think what I do is I try to make sure that the NPCs are already with me. See, I see that they already went down the incline. And then I'm gonna, yeah, come up here and, for some reason this time, they were already past the incline, and so I'm like, okay, that's fine. But dang, that's rough. Okay, so again, I'm targeting the one that's tethered to somebody else, so that it can go down a little bit faster. And here we got some more space to kind of deal with these AoEs here. Alright, definitely get out of those darker ones. So many AoEs, man. And then these like dog type ones, they're not really dogs, but you know, they do their little AoEs where they're swiping. Okay, so here, because we're done with the tether one, I pull them all the way over here so we have a bit more space. And then this one goes back to your Stola. I'm like, your Stola, come on. But yeah, just more space equals more places to dodge things. They're just standing there, man. Okay, well here we go.
waters ran red with blood.
Oh, you get hit like 4,000 with that. You Stola also got hit with that. Alright, I'm grabbing stuff. Oh, there's a blue wiggly bomb. That one's gonna tether. Oh, it tethers to me. Perfect. So that means I can move everybody. And okay, I'm just parking it here. We've got explosions everywhere, but this is still a relatively big space so that we can dodge things. There's this AoE right here, and I did notice this pattern of there's one here and at some point there's one here. So by standing kind of more here in the circle, I never really get caught in this area, but I can use it as a space to dodge things if I need to, because it kind of like goes in order. Some of them you can notice the pattern. Whoa, I got like 5 stacks of this thing on me. Probably because this bomb is on me. I saw that Alice had it earlier. Fire resistance down. Okay, next boss. Let's go. Bird with a face. Man. These always get me. Alright. So this one, it's taking damage pretty well. Like, it's going down pretty quickly. This one's, more about ads. Okay, Shrill Shriek. The beast showers your version. New beast. Okay, so it's basically, okay, that was a raid wide, but then also we just get more ads. So this boss fight is just dealing with ads. Okay, see, these bombs are tethered to people, but it looks like we can take care of the bombs pretty quickly. Now watch out for these AoEs. These are all the same enemies we've seen running up to all this stuff. However, they go down a little bit faster in this boss phase. I think it was meant to just seem overwhelming. But yeah, they're going down faster than they did outside. Okay, more ads. More things tethered. Okay. See, this thing just took like 1 or 2 hits and it's already down. See, watch out for all this, and then we got these meteors all over the place. So it was basically just another, like, ad phase. I was gonna say glorified ad phase, which sounds kind of pessimistic and, like, sarcastic, but it is... It's interesting because this is supposed to be a boss fight, but then the ads here are the same ads. And yeah, okay, we do have overlapping AoEs, but they do go down a lot faster, so... It's kind of... like, what's the situation here? What are you really trying to tell me? You know? Oh, it's so overwhelming. We got more. It is actually kind of, the first time I ran it, I was overwhelmed. I was like, what the heck? lots of AoEs to dodge, and then they're just, these guys are like huge, and so it was kind of hard to see where you are at. And then with all the overlapping AoEs, yeah, so you gotta be on your toes here. If you're tanking it, just make sure they're all sitting together, so it makes it a little bit easier on everybody else. Ooh, then watch out for these AoEs. I would prefer if there were more ad phases like this in the outer world, where it's like, it looks like it's very overwhelming because there's a bunch of them, but they go down fast, you know? I would much prefer that than at like just 3 ads that take forever to go down. You know what I'm saying? Because at least with this, it's like, oh, I gotta like use some skills to like dodge and stuff like that, as opposed to the other one where you're just hitting the same damage buttons. That's just me though. See the boss dude's over there just watching. Oh, he's the one spitting some of this fire stuff out. Okay. Anyway, alright, now he's gonna do this thing called burst. And you basically just have to take them down fast. See, he's getting bigger, okay? And as he gets bigger and bigger, he's gonna, I don't know, does he explode? I think he'll explode, do it raid wide or something. Wow, look at that. That's a big raid wide. But, looks like because we were able to destroy him pretty quickly on time, we didn't die. So, yeah. Did he have... Okay, it looks like he has some stacks of stuff. Let's see. What is that? Does it show? Bloated. Okay, so he gets a bloated debuff, and it looks like, yeah, so this might be a DPS check here. If we don't destroy the boss by the time he gets to a certain amount of stacks and then explodes, then we'll probably die to the raid wide. Okay. Oh, we got 3 stacks. But we destroyed him, and then the raid wide almost killed people, but it didn't. Nice.
I will show you.
Ooh, okay.
Just a little further.
Looks cool here, huh?
You will see
Also chaotic.
end of a world.
Okay, I want you to notice this really big thing on the side. Okay, I'm gonna do a pull, and you'll see that this really big thingy is gonna do AoEs. It's gonna do line AoEs on the stage, okay? So this ad phase is a bit cumbersome. Like you can take 2 packs at a time. So this first one and then this one, but it can get chaotic because of this tethered situation. See how, man, inclines, I'm telling you. The tether situation, it goes into the ground, but technically it can see whoever's tethering back over here, and which means they can probably see it, you know? And so the NPCs aren't going to move up here very well because they're standing down here and they can still see everything on the high ground. So there's no need for them to move too close. As long as they're in like range enough, but then that things come down, it's a whole thing. So it's difficult to manage when the NPCs aren't following you. And so for this section, I recommend, if you're running with the NPCs, to bring the second group, if you want to do water wall pools, bring the second group down to the lower platform where the NPCs are. If you're running this with like regular people, they'll just follow you, so it's fine. I feel like these guys are all just about how to play with the NPCs now. This is so tricky. Okay, but here are the big dudes up here now, and so they'll be doing line AoEs up here anyway. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna grab aggro here, and then I'm just gonna go grab one of them, and I think the rest will follow. Yeah, so I bring it down, and look, I actually got the tether too, so that's nice. I'm not sure. Okay, see, look, all these AoEs. Make sure to dodge those. I'm not sure if the first person to hit the thing will get the tether or not, but it seems like the tether can go to anybody in general. Okay, because the other times when I went to go grab a bunch of stuff, it's still tethered on other people for some reason. Anyway, as you can see, it's like a lot here, and I'm targeting the detonator thing that's tethered to me because it's the one giving me the fire resistance stuff, and lots of things to dodge here. But because we're not up on this platform, we don't have to deal with the long AoE from this big guy, so that's a benefit to moving it away from that. So you're just chilling up there. Lots of things to dodge. Also down here is a Theres, and it's like, yeah, getting destroyed by things right now. It's very sad. I think the thing with the multiple faces died because I heard its little dying animation. His voice sounds a little strained, you know? You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Okay, okay.
The stars fade. We saw
Okay, the big thing flew up. We got treasure here. Okay, so this time we got a group here and we got a group back there and we got the big thing over here. So you gotta watch out for the line AoEs that it does, and I feel like I've kind of learned my lesson with the NPCs. This is a flat ground, and so it might be easier to move the NPCs, but I decided to just bring them all back anyway. Okay, so see, again, watch out for the long AoEs. I just stay on the side. Okay, looks like this thing does cone stuff, and these guys are on the bridge right now, so, you know, this is not the most ideal place to stand. Like, there was an AoE coming from this monster, and also a line AoE, so they all got hit with that. So don't stand there. But as you can see, we got a bit of a side thing here. So you can stand on this side. The big monster can, you know, move itself. And yeah, see, so it moved itself and it's doing line AoEs on this side now too, which is fine, but you know, I still have all this other space to go dodge too. So just keep control of the pack. Definitely not the best place to stand, you guys. Okay, on the bridge because it's harder to dodge stuff. This big one, it seems like it just will target a random person for those things. It doesn't just stare at the one person who has aggro. Okay, long AoE again on the other side now. So be on your toes about that. From this angle, it kind of looks like this stage is bigger. But I kind of felt like being further back here, one, allows me to not have to move the NPCs so much, and two, I was able to see from afar, like, the long AoE from this thing, rather than if I was up closer. Okay. Yeah. Just be on the lookout for things to dodge. That's the majority of this game, honestly. Positioners. Okay, dodge at the line AoE. See, I kind of reset in the corner back here, because it's like, if it already did one over here, it's probably going to do the middle one next. And so, I don't really have to guess that much, so I just stay in this spot. Oh, it's doing one. Okay, so then I move over just slightly. Okay, from this angle, it looks like this one's smaller than this one, but then whenever I move to the center, it looks like it's the same size. Also, if I notice one of the enemies' health going down faster than the other, that means the NPCs are probably targeting that one, and so I try to target it too. Are they the same size? It actually looks like they might be the same size. Oh, it's that big thing that was throwing AoEs at us. Therion? There's a treasure if you want it. Yeah, so like I'll target the same enemy that the NPCs are just so it can go down a little faster. And then that's less damage I'm gonna take from it. But anyway, final boss. It's a wall boss, so you can't really move it anywhere, so just park yourself. I usually go off to the side just in case there's like targeted like attacks on the tank, so I don't want to hit other people. Okay, Shadow Wreck. What's this? Oh, that looks like a raid wipe. Okay. Looks like there's also fire underneath the boss now. Oh, you'll also notice there's like this little platform here. There's also a little platform here. We'll have to keep that in mind later. Apocalypse. Okay, so this is actually exactly when you need to stand on the little side platforms, because this thing does a line AoE all the way down, and as you can see, these little platforms on the side are safe, and there's some on the other side too. Okay, so see, there's some here on the sides. Okay, so now there's a proximity marker that goes back a bit, so we're gonna need to run far away. I was just following the NPCs, but it looks like if you run at least far enough to the next set of things, next set of little island things, that's far enough. And you do take some damage, but it's not too much. Shadow Red, that's the raid wide. Okay. For science, I stepped in this fire thing and I got Doom, okay? So you don't want to step in that. As soon as I left though, my Doom was released, so it was just a few seconds, okay? Alright, look at this. You have 3 seconds of Doom. So if I stood in that for just a little bit longer, I would have immediately died. So don't stand in that. So here we've got these faces on the side. They look kind of weird, right? There's some on the other side too. They're gonna do beams across, and you're gonna have to dodge that. How do you know which one's going first? If I haven't figured it out, but you know, if you get hit with it, then you just dodge that, and then as soon as it's done, then you dodge the next set. I have not seen a tell that indicates which one's gonna fire first, so just if it happens, just move right away. Also, look at this. This one's kind of like glowing a little bit, and it's different than these other ones, and so that means that one's probably gonna break soon. So don't stand on that for the things where you have to stand on the side. Okay, so Shadow Wreck is a raid wide. Quickly reading this thing on the side, it looks like those faces that do the thing, it doesn't seem like there is a Tau. So if you do get hit with it, you just gotta... Oh, wait. Okay, this thing, what I'm talking about. looks like you do just have to deal with possibly getting hit the first time and then immediately dodging out of the way. So healers need to keep people's health up for potentially getting hit that one time. Okay. Okay. Shadow Wreck. We got a bit of a raid wide, and then Deathly Ray. Looks like... yeah, okay, looks like we got this beam. Okay. So we just kind of get out of the way. Looks like it... okay. It directs it at a random person. So it looks like it was targeting Alice off to the side there. I know by the way that we're standing, it's kind of difficult to figure out, like, placement of things, but it does seem like it was kind of going in this direction. So it's more like the middle of her than... oh, yeah. Okay, so here, the line AoE, like, she's more in the middle than me, and so it just targets a random person and it will do a beam across them like that. And so you want to get out of the way. So I got hit a little bit by that. It looks like she got hit a lot by that. Okay, so you don't want to stand in that. It looks like it's like from afar, but it's actually, if you get hit at the bottom, you're still getting hit. That doesn't really make sense, but sure. Like, cause how... I'm being annoying now. How can we get hit with this thingy if its mouth is over here, you know? We're just getting hit with this thingy down here, which is like the shadow. But technically it's light, but still. Why? Anyway. So after that, we got 2 people who get these AoEs under them, so you can just dodge those. Dodge them, you guys! Okay, so you don't dodge it, you take some damage, okay? And then it looks like the boss does the same attack again. So you want to dodge things, okay? Apocalypse. This is the one where we want to stand on the sides. Don't stand on this one because it's probably gonna break. We'll watch for it. Does it break? So you're standing on the side here. Oh yeah, see, look, it disappeared. So that's not a safe one to stand on, okay? Okay, now we got the proximity thing, so we're gonna run back and go at least as far as the next set of things, and you should be good. Okay, smash. Shadow Wreck, Raid Wide. Remember, this fire stuff is doom, okay? So you can just die there. Oh, okay, so this down here is glowing, so you don't want to stand on that later. Deathly Ray, okay? The heads show up. You just gotta possibly get hit with one of them and dodge them. Okay, there we go. I moved out of the way a little bit. Okay, this thing's dropping the thing. Was it casting for that? Wait, did I go too far? Deathly Ray. Okay, this is the one with the heads. Okay, so we dodge it. But then it also looks like... okay, after that we get the AoEs underneath people, so you gotta get out of the way for those. And then the other set of mass head things does their rays. Ray beams. I meant to say ray beams, but I said reams. Okay, so it does definitely look like this stuff is getting really close, but, you know, we can do it. Here, Deathly Ray. Targeting a random person. It's Amaurot this time. Get out of the way. Dude. Okay, he didn't get out of the way. But also, so he took some damage. And then also the AoEs underneath, so get out of the way. Amaurot again did not get out of the way. He's casting, okay. Alice say this time, okay, get out of the way, okay. Man, you guys. Shadow Wreck, Raid Wide. Apocalypse. Okay, so this one has the color on it, so you don't want to stand on that. You want to stand on these ones, the solid color ones. This one looks like it's gonna break. Oh, it looks like there's none over there. So, all right. Oh, see, it broke. It's like cotton candy. Oh, it looks like this one's gonna break soon too. We gotta get off of this one. Oh, so maybe if it happens again, we can't stand on this, but then we could stand on the one in the back here. Like our last resort. Deathly Ray? Okay, these masks here possibly get hit with one. I mean, in a way, you can kind of tell. I saw that. The head on my screen, I saw it move a little. Like, see, when they populate, they're like this, right? But then this one's gonna go off and it has this little, like, orange thingy underneath. See, there was a little orange. It was really quick. And then I can see their beams here. But it's so fast that it's like you're gonna get hit at least once anyway. Okay, AoE's to dodge. The next heads go off. And we're taking down the boss here. Nice. Ooh, that's a lot. Oh boy. You guys, that's the final dungeon for Shadowbringers. Like the main Shadowbringers. And then next we're gonna do the last trial. Whoa. And then after that there's the post Shadowbringers like patch content and stuff, but like, whoa. I was standing on this to see if I could break it myself. Oh yeah, BT dubs, like, try not to fall off the stage. You know, like if you're standing on the little things on the side and they fall, then you'll definitely fall too. But just straight up when you're like doing damage and like whatever, like, you know, don't run off. I'm not sure if I have actually run off the stage. I considered doing it on purpose just to test it out. But then this was already taking a while because of the ad pools and the wipes and things like that, but yeah. Look at this design though. It's kind of nice, huh? Even though everything's like undergoing destruction. I think they designed it well. It's like pretty in a sad way, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, okay, goodbye.